Good morning, folks. It's my morning car rant, but at the Tiki bar. And just so you know, folks, we'll be on the regular schedule starting tomorrow at 6:40 a.m. So just get ready and lock and load and buckle up, and we're ready to make it happen. Today is a busy day for me, as always, especially busy today, but I'm going to get through all my stuff. And I thank you enough for kind of indulging me in this political season. I've been doing this since 2014, folks, and I have been doing it religiously. I can't thank enough for all my followers. And so therefore, we're going to rock and roll today and make it happen. Got a lot to talk about, as you can see. And got my Mickey mug and enjoying the coffee in the morning. Let me tell you something, one of the best coffee pots I've ever owned, or coffee makers I've ever owned, is Nespresso. And they're not sponsoring me, but I can tell you, folks, Nespresso is the way to go. It is the way to go, Nespresso. If you haven't invested into their coffee makers, you haven't seen anything. It's not a drip, it's pressure coffee, and it's amazingly good. So, hey, they're not sponsoring me, but I can tell you, when I believe in a product, I'll boast about it. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining me here this morning. I'm sitting at my self-made Tiki bar, and I enjoy doing these rants every morning. Again, I wanted to remind you, I did not watch the Olympics, and I haven't watched the Olympics for several years now. And mocking the Last Supper and the way they did was something that I was glad. It kind of reinstalls the fact that I made the right decision, folks. People who mock the Last Supper, ladies and gentlemen, are back to me are about below the level of hell. You're just below the level of hell. And mocking the Last Supper with all the trans and all that. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. If you really got guts, right? If you people on the left have really got guts, go ahead and mock. Go ahead and mock the Muslims, and let's see how far you get. Because they play your game. You on the left. If they play your game, they get violent. So violence meets violence. You go right ahead. You go mock. Go ahead. Why don't you mock the Quran and see how far that gets you? I'll sit and I'll wait and watch. But mocking the Last Supper, folks, is something that it just reinstalls the fact that I am not going to partake in any of the crap that goes on with the Olympics. Not interested. You want to watch it? You watch it. I'm done. It's not my thing, folks. Not my thing. Just want to make it very clear. Not my thing. So anyway, folks, we're going to talk about the fact that Kamala Harris is going to die in her campaign, not physically. Her campaign is going to die simply on one fact alone: her history. Reparations. Boasting about how the Democrats' economy was so great under them. Not so. I posted a lot of stuff yesterday, folks. I hope you watch some of the reels that I posted. She called young voters, ladies and gentlemen, from the age of 18 to 24, stupid. Good morning, Laura J. That's right, stupid. And that's why they live in dormitories with a resident assistant. Those are her words. I posted it on my wall. Make sure, on all my walls, by the way. You can see for yourself this woman of utter hatred gets out there. And if I were Donald Trump just go after her record. Her record is abysmal. Another thing you want to pay close attention, folks. Again, and good morning. The left has gone completely apoplectic, lying to you. And what the funny thing I was posting yesterday is, here is CNN, who in the past called Kamala Harris a border czar. and boasted what a good job she was doing because they were covering up and lying for her. We all know she wasn't doing a good job. Many Americans dead, a police officer, you name it, goes on and on, right? So here's the same cable outlet, CNN, right? Boasting in the past about her being a border czar, until being called out by a so-called fact checker, Daniel Dale, a fact checker, folks, who's not on our side, but again, pointing out the fact that people inappropriately called her a border czar. We're going to mince words, folks. She was given the job of the border. Biden's own words. And then this fact checker did one thing right in his whole dissertation, called out CNN for even talking about it. Good morning, Michael. And then said, we got to get this right. She wasn't a border czar. And oh, by the way, now CNN has not calling, she was never a border czar because they called her a border czar. And now they're rolling back the fact that she was a border czar as they now support Kamala Harris saying she was never a border czar. But don't forget, they called her that. And so did MSNBC, so did CBS, so did NBC, so did CBS, NBC, ABC, so did PBS, Enlightenment, Comic. They all call her a border czar. But the clarion call went out and said, hey, we got to save her ass. We got to save her ass. And then all of a sudden they said she was never. Now, you as Americans and you as a voter have a choice, right? You have a choice. Good morning, Kyle Stanton, my fellow comedian. You have a choice. You could be treated as stupid and buy into that. And believe me, many out there, you know I'm pointing at you. You out there, you're stupid. And we see right through it. Oh, it's just amazing. We see right through you. And then you take the clarion call. Oh, she was never a border czar. Never. Because they know that's the subject that's going to destroy her, folks. That's the subject that's going to destroy her. So now they have to roll it back, folks. I have to tell you, my friends, even Alexandro Mayorkas came out in the past and boasts about when questioned on MSNBC, the lowest form. I mean, how can anybody be lower than CNN? MSNBC, the lowest form of any news outlet on the planet by far, gets out there, brings Mayorkas on, ask him about the border. And Mayorkas, and again, go to my wall, go to my Facebook wall, scroll up. These are all videos. They're not made up videos. And there he is boasting about that they have rescinded, took away every Trump border protection he put in. Every one. Now, for you Republicans that are in Congress who didn't vote to impeach this guy, I want to let one thing be known, right? I mean, we got up to, for all you Republicans out there that didn't think this was appropriate to impeach him, I want you to know, folks, Americans died because of him, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Obama. Go all the way back. They died. Police officers died. Our Americans, women been raped and killed and murdered brutally by illegal aliens, all because of these people. You want to defend this and believe this, go right ahead. But again, it highlights the fact what a real stupid jerk you are. It really does. It highlights the fact of how uninformed, arrogantly stupid jerk you are. I gotta tell you, video doesn't lie. Do you hear what I say, folks? Good morning, Joseph. Video doesn't lie. Kamala Harris is cackling and laughing and thinking it's great that she says, ha, 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 I haven't been to the border. I haven't been to Europe either. Folks, even when questioned prior to her becoming or immaculated as a presidential candidate, when she was immaculated, that before that, she even never rolled back the fact when referred to as a border czar. She never rolled it back and say, no, I'm not a border czar. Matter of fact, when questioned as by the left, when questioned by the left on their stations, and more videos coming today, folks, as a border czar, have you ever visited the border? And she tried to sidestep it, and then the follow-up question was, but you haven't visited the border. And then she hemmed and hawed, and she said, well, I haven't visited Europe either. Folks, Kamala Harris, just so you know, is not going to get elected. She's having a whisper like Biden. Shh, she's not going to get elected. Because she's going to get destroyed. None she's out there with this other lie. You gotta love lies when you see them, folks. And if you're stupid, and many of you are on the left, I admit it, I know who you are. I'm in your company sometimes. You're stupid. And it's always fun for me internally to think you're stupid and you don't know that I'm looking at you and calling you stupid to your face without you knowing it. It's just amazing, folks. She gets out there and she lies to your face, and you suck it up, and you believe it. Oh, I haven't been to Europe either. Then calls 18 to 24-year-olds stupid. They live in dormitories with a resident assistant and laughs about that. Then turns around, says, oh, we got to give everybody reparations, admits that she's a communist and says that everybody needs to be on the same plane. Video I posted, folks. Go watch it. Watch it. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. And they look you in the face, folks, and they lie to you. And they want you to believe every single thing they're saying because this is the only candidate they have. They couldn't have thrown her out because they would have looked racist. There she is showing up at a black church with a black southern accent. Now, where have we heard that before? Oh, Hillary Clinton. There you go. Randy McCauley, good morning. And you don't think that's pandering, folks? You don't see that as pandering? But don't worry, folks, because you want good morning, Darwin, you want your economic situation to go further in the toilet, right? You want that further in the toilet. I get it. You don't like low prices at the pump. You don't like energy independence and closed borders and the protection of Americans. You don't like that. I get it. You don't like the fact that we are not energy independent. We're closing down and fracking in Pennsylvania. And by the way, she even said she's going to do that. I got that video too. Shit. How did I get all this video? And now trying to roll it back, and you're going to believe her? She's a liar? Going to believe her? This woman never got a vote. Never got a vote to get where she is today. The only vote she ever got in her life was to become Attorney General in California. And oh, by the way, when a police officer was murdered, she didn't call for the death penalty for the person who murdered the police officer, and instead wanted to put people in jail for smoking pot. That's her, folks. That's her. That's what you're looking at. Again, these are her words, not my words. This is her record, not my record. This is the same person who wants to, yes, that's right. She talked about population control, even talked about, these are her words, not mine. And Kamala's your girl? Kamala's your girl? Let me ask you, if she's your girl, how is your marriage? Do you have a lot of failed marriages because you didn't know really who your girl really was in life, huh? Maybe you made the wrong choice. I've been married 43 years. You want to know why? I knew who my girl was, right? I knew who my girl was, and she knew who her boy was. That's right, Anthony Brooks, my stuttering fellow comedian. I know a girl when I see a girl. I know who my girl was. 43 years marriage. Didn't make any mistakes, but I understand marriages don't always work out. That's right. And she wants you dead. She calls us extremist terrorists. And who's that for? What ears do that fall on, folks? It falls on people with sick minds that want to do harm. So bad are the Democrats right now. Christopher Wray, you heard him, with the FBI. Imagine giving them the baton on investigating Donald Trump's almost assassination, yet somebody died there, a fireman, saying that I really don't know if a bullet hit Donald Trump. And meanwhile, the doctor at the hospital who fixed and examined Donald Trump, who saw the residue and everything, said it was a bullet. And then so embarrassed as Christopher Wray, had to roll it back and come back on the ear or off the ear and release a letter or whatever. And I'll post that too. How he said, no, it was a bullet that hit him. Excuse me. It was a bullet who hit the fireman, Compatori. It was a bullet that hit Donald Trump in the ear. But because Donald Trump had says, I took a bullet for democracy, the Democrat Party, and even after Christopher Wray said that, all ran with that all day. He gave them a piece of steak. You Democrats are so desperate and hateful that you went so far as going after Brian Kilmeade on Fox and saying that Kamala Harris, instead of going and seeing Netanyahu speak at a joint level of Congress, she boycotted it. He said she was going to her college sorority to speak. And the Democrats, so desperate again, who know they got you stupid voters, and you know who you are. You're all fucking stupid voters. Right to your face. Right to your face, I'm calling you stupid voters. They all said, oh, Brian Kilmeade said a colored sorority. When played the tape back, there's no other way to take it other than college. But you see, Democrats, that's what you do. You're so desperate. You know you got dumb voters, dumb followers, people who like communism, like your children to be raped in the girls' room, like your children to be raped by illegal aliens and killed and maimed and put in buckets and baskets and thrown in the dumpster, killing you, giving you fentanyl, killing all your children, making you pay more money at the market and abortion you with cars to buy. Yeah, you want that is your party to lead your country because you hate Orange Man, who gave you the best 4 years of your life, and you hate him. You go ahead and you explain to me how smart you really are. She's your girl, the person you're married to. If she's your first girl, second, third, or fourth, fifth, sixth, hey, I get it. Not all marriages could work. So I'm not going to condemn that. But before you say she's your girl, ask yourself, did you make that mistake even in your own life? One wonders. She's your girl before you realize who your real girl was? She's your girl. I'm with her. Really? You're with her? She called 18 to 24-year-olds her voting base stupid. She wanted to take away your freedom. She wants reparations. She wants everybody to earn equal pay. You thought paying for college tuition for people who signed on saying, I will make the loan payment back and forgive them, all for votes. Use our energy oil reserve, all for votes. Put us in a perilous condition. Wars all over the world, all for votes. Folks, how stupid are you? Are we really going to go down the stupid train? The assassination attempt, with no doubt, is an inside job. Without a doubt. Why do I say that? Because Democrats, you already have a history on doing just that. But why wouldn't I believe it? You already have a history. Why would I vote for a Democrat with your history? Why? Are you an employer out there? Somebody that comes to you that involved in murders and rape and involved in harming others in this country with open borders and all that, is that a job perspective you want to hire? Is that somebody you looked at the resume? Is that who you're hiring in your business? Because it transcends to everything you do in life. Politics is not just politics, folks. It is the future of our country. Politics is not just politics. It is the freedom of our families going forward. It is a more peaceful world. You know, when we stopped the bully in a schoolyard, it only took a fight to stop the bully in the schoolyard. And I know all about that. And those bullies are not alive today because they never could understand how to be normal citizens. And, well, those classmates were dead, are dead. I feel bad, but apparently they never got out of that punk genre. But until I fought back, until I punched back, the bully never bothered me again. You know, folks, we have two choices. 4 of the best years we've had. Economy down, energy independence, freedom, nobody dressed up as pole dancer clothes in the children's classrooms, no chopping off genitalia in children before they're adults to make proper decisions of which way they want to go. None of this, folks, during the 4 years of Donald Trump, and jobs brought back to America. The steel industry came back. But now we've got a woman who cackles her way all the way to the top. Fails herself. She's a failure all the way to the top. Lucky woman getting here, getting put in a position. But the honeymoon is soon to be over. And I'm going to use that word again. I know it's overused, but the honeymoon is soon to be over for her. And they're going to quickly realize that the woman who they chose as their girl, let me tell you something, has a video record of who she really is. And if you watch and I'm going to continue to post them, I'm hitting 2 million views on all my videos now, folks. 2 million, I'll post those analytics for you. 2 million on all my videos. Somebody's watching, and you should be sharing, and you should be doing stuff yourself. Those videos, folks, are going to destroy her candidacy, is going to destroy her chances of walking in that White House. But never let your guard down. Never. Because the Democrats are an evil, conniving, cheating bunch of bastards. And if you want to be on their side, it tells me everything I need to know about your inner personality. You may be successful in your personal life. You may be a doctor. You may be a lawyer. You may be a successful plumber, a builder, or whatever. You may be all those successes, but the failure in your personality is just astounding. Because I will find the failure in your personality where it destroyed you in your past and where it's continually destroy you now. Your decision-making process is flawed, and you should do a self-evaluation. You have a right to vote the way you want to, and so do I. But you see, I vote for your children, their future. I vote for the veterans, regardless of what party they're on. I vote for the police officers and the firemen. I vote for the laborer who putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in building buildings. Donald Trump built a lot of buildings and hired union labor. Don't say he's not anti-union. Folks, I am the guy who votes for America to continue the way I grew up in. If you want to be the person, the guy or the girl that votes to destroy America the way you grew up in it, when harm comes to you, your family, or somebody close to you, I am in your face. I'm going to say, go look in the mirror and go hold your hands up and see the blood that's all over them. Now go ahead and put on, as we say in Italian at the funerals, la faccia cunden. Go ahead, put on a false face at the funeral. Oh my God, I lost a loved one. Yet you're the one who put that person in the casket. And when you close the lid and you throw dirt on your loved one's casket, know that you put that person 6 feet in the ground. And I have no sympathy for you. None whatsoever. Because I speak to try to prevent that. My heart breaks that you lost somebody, but I have no sympathy for your inner turmoil, because you will continue to vote stupidly and you will make the wrong decisions for this country for which we live in. And if you want the continuation of a good, free country where you can pick and choose the ovens you want to cook your food in, where you can pick and choose, folks, a car you want to drive, where you know when you went to that pump and pumped gas into your car, knowing it came from the grounds of America, or offshore in America, off our coast. You want to be able to say, yes, in Pennsylvania, they frack this stuff and they put it in my tank and I'm able to drive, and it doesn't take me a half hour to 1 hour to charge a car, and very little charging stations. And oh, by the way, right, John, welcome. Billions of dollars was given to Biden, the crook, billions of dollars, and Kamala Harris, was to build thousands upon thousands upon thousands of charging stations. Now, how many were built? 8. That's right, 8, no zeros, 8. 8. Where'd that money go, folks? Where'd that money go? That's almost bad as our former governor, who was a witch from The Wizard of Oz, Gina Raimondo, who now works in the Biden administration, who, by the way, in East Providence Bridge on a highway, it's fallen down. Instead of using the $10 million that was allocated to her to fix that properly, she used it for her campaign. She going to get in trouble for that? Absolutely not. She'll have all kinds of excuses to say why that's a lie when we know it's not. She works for the Biden administration. Don't worry, she's got coverage. So therefore, we have roads that are breaking around here, that we have to rebuild Rhode Island. And don't worry, just so you folks that are listening all over the world to this rant, Rhode Island's a blue state, cold blue. A matter of fact, so blue that not even the paddles and the defibrillator are going to revive us. The only hopes we have here is zombie status, the Walking Dead. And the Walking Dead walk right to the voting booth and vote Democrat and wonder why their economic situation here sucks. It's because you continue to vote stupidly. I shut you all down. I block you. Folks, my block list on Facebook is so long that I can scroll it and scroll it and scroll it and scroll it and still not get to the bottom. I block you. I don't want any part of you because you said hateful things to me. And when you say hateful things and you can't communicate to me on a level that's intelligent, and you come here and post stupid things, rather than me respond to you, I block you. But go right ahead, folks. Don't bother me. I will continue to say this. Comment all you want. I thank you, with a $sign after it, for looking, sharing. Why not? Liberals, if your words are stronger than mine, I made this challenge to you and nobody's taken me up on it. If your words are stronger than mine, let's compare what you made on social media at the end of the month versus what I made on social media at the end of the month. Let's see whose words are stronger. Let's see who's listening. Oh, you got 2 million views? Oh, really? then maybe you should have monetized your site. You didn't, because you have nothing worthy, or intelligent to say to defend your stupid talking point positions. And I've said my piece. You know, folks, I post a lot of artwork every day. And I'm sure many of you who watch this rant have been to my website, artistrybysteve.com. A lot of people said to me, you know, Steve, I never see any prices on your pictures. No, they're all basically the same price, except for animation cells that came to be a little bit more. I say I don't want the noise of prices on my website. I just want you to go and visit. There's no ability to buy anything through your website. No, you can contact me. I'll talk to you privately. That's why, folks, when you're not a pushy salesperson, people tend to listen to you. And I'm not. That's why on GoDaddy, I am one of the highest that they host. They said it, not me. They post it, not me. Their analytics say it, not me. So go to artistrybysteve.com and enjoy it. When I got people who believe in me, folks, and I believe in their product as well, like Upside, and I tell you to download it using my promo code 6mmJUU, 6mmJUU. When I tell you you're going to make money for pumping gas, when I tell you you're going to get money for going out and eat, to go food and shopping, it's not that I lied to you. It's because you're going to get money doing that. If you use my promo code, you get a one-time bonus. It's the only app you can download really in the App Store most of the time, or your Google Store, that you don't have to pay anything for. Just do what you do normally. Open the app. Oh, look, this restaurant supported, this gas station supported. All the gas stations around you and nearby are all the... And in 2 days, they put money in your app. When it accumulates, like with me, $50 twice a month, that's $100 a month. Not doing as well as most people do. $2,000 I've earned in almost 3 years. Real money to me spent. I'm offering you to do that. Why not take advantage of it, make money? Money you can use on Amazon. Put in your debit account, put in your PayPal account. I'm just telling you what you can do. Now, finally, the podcast is coming along real strong, folks. Got some other things that I'm purchasing. And none of my friends want to make money. I tried. Anthony, it is what they are. It is what it is. You know, I'm not here to sell anything to you. I'm here to teach you. And again, the podcast is coming along very well. I'm looking forward to getting that. I'm going to start it off at once a week, but I'm still going to do my rants. The rants are forever. And the rant could be a preamble of what's to come on the podcast. So once a week to start. Now, once that catches on, and I do have a sponsor that reached out to me, and once I get that started, folks, and it shows that I'm on the good footing and good ground with it, and it starts to grow, then I'll increase it. And then if it increases more and more, who knows, maybe I'll have enough money to hire somebody to help me produce it. But right now, that's the track I'm taking. That's the big news. It's worked out good. My analytics, this week I focused on making my analytics hit those millions, and I did. That was my goal this week, on this week off. Not only to take care of my wife, who's had minor surgery, and she's doing very well for those who are concerned. Doing very well. And I'm very lucky that she did very well. You know, whatever. It's really minor, but it does take me to a level knowing that I didn't have to worry about how bad it was going to be. So now, folks, as I always do, we're going to end this rant, and I played this song by Ray Charles because he did this at an opening of an Olympics once, folks. That's right, and he sang this with the hot pride because here's a guy who knew the struggles. wasn't a Kamala Harris. He knew the struggles. He came up from the struggles. I mean, by acid, chemical acid, he went blind. But God gave him the gift of music. And when you hear his passion in this song, folks, you damn well know what America is really all about. It's about people like him, the African American community and the white community, the Asian. We're all one melting pot. We're not there to be divided, but we're there on a palette as an artist, as I was trained at RISD. All colors make a beautiful picture, folks. Don't you forget it. Don't you ever forget the fact that all colors make a beautiful picture. Don't let anybody divide the colors on the palette, because that will only make you a piss poor artist. And if you want to live in a free America, you vote for Donald Trump. And if you're stupid, well, as stupid does as stupid is, you could go ahead and vote for Kamala Harris. I'm sure there are stupid people that will vote for her, especially you suburban women who can't get out of your own way. And I haven't seen any pussy hats over vagina costumes in Washington, D.C. protesting the fact that the Democrats took your identity away and your girls' trophies and scholarships away. Haven't seen that. So don't talk to me about equality. Don't talk to me about the woman's struggles with abortion when you can't even go out there and save your daughter's scholarships in their sport. When you can't even do that for the living, then don't come to me and talk about equality when your pussy hat and your vagina costume hasn't come out of the drawer, and fight for your identity the Democrats have taken away. Oh, but don't worry, we got the trans pretending to be the Last Supper at the Olympics. That's okay. That's your world. Good for you, not for me. And by the way, if the Pope in Italy, if he was a real Pope, he'd be excommunicating a lot of people today. But he isn't. He's just like Biden and the liberals, allowing this crap to go on. Have a nice day, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6:40 a.m. Tune in. Love you all. Don't hate, just vote.